Hey guys, have you ever felt like giving up on dating? If you have, I want you to know that it's probably not you, it's probably the app. Online dating is a super easy way to meet people, but the apps might be working against you. So I want to teach you how to meet people organically, like out in the real world, out in the wild, like we used to do. So last February actually of 24, so last year, 6 people got together and sued the Match Group. So the Match Group is the company that owns Match.com, Tinder, POF, OkCupid. They have like 46 different, like they've hit every demographic. So they have the market on everybody. And so these 6 people came together and they sued them because they're like, hey, you're not actually trying to help us find love. You're just manipulating us for money. So it turns out that these apps were not only engineered to match people up, but also to keep you looping. So every time you get a swipe or a match, you get a dopamine hit. And every time you don't, it's like rejection or punishment. And this constant loop of sometimes yes, it creates addiction. So like almost 100 years ago, Skinner did this mouse experiment where he found out like if you just give the mouse the thing sometimes, they will kill themselves just waiting to get that hit. And so this is what builds addiction. It's the maybe, it's the sometimes. And these apps are hitting you like a slot machine, right? So every time you're pulling that lever, you're getting a little hit. You're getting that dopamine boost. And so this is called the variable rewards loop. And it's like every match is your reward, and then every silence is punishment. But it also triggers our internal rejection. This unpredictable loop is what's causing it's what's causing you to want to continue to get on that app. And it's engineered like this. So even if you've met somebody or you're talking to somebody, the app is still bringing you suggestions. They want to keep you in the app, which from a business standpoint, like it makes sense, right? Because they're gonna taper off your availability, like your visibility, I should say. And then they're going to be like, hey, you're not getting as many hits, but if you upgrade, then we can make you more visible. So, I mean, it does make sense from a business standpoint. We know anything that's free, we are the commodity. But they are, they're telling us that they're helping us find love. And that's really not what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep us on the app. So, what do we do about that? Well, we really need to dive into the balance, the masculine feminine balance. We're going to use this to understand communication out in the wild. Like, how do we actually talk to somebody? Whose responsibility is it? Because we always think of the man being the it's the masculine energy, right? So they're supposed to approach, and basically we get stuck in a situation where we're like sitting here and we're like, okay, well, I'm at the mercy of whoever's going to talk to me. No. We're going to use divine feminine energy. So a long time ago in the 1800s, what women would do is they had their little hanky. So if they saw a man they wanted to talk to, they would just drop their hanky. And then that was an invitation for the man to pick up the hanky and start a conversation. We don't do hankies anymore. So what are we supposed to be doing out here? So the man is the initiator of conversation, right? But us as the divine feminine, we are the catalyst for that. So learning how to invite conversation is really what you need to learn how to do. Because you're not at the mercy of just whatever says hi. But also, men are not out there just talking to every female that they think is attractive. They're also worried about rejection. So So that's what we do as the divine feminine, is we invite them for conversation. Sometimes we do it very subtly, like we drop our keys or we drop our hanky. And then sometimes it just needs to be just a simple, like, cute little look, or, you know, we know how to flirt. Actually, we don't know how to flirt. So many people have anxiety around having this interaction, and we tend to just put blinders on, like almost scared, like, oh, what if somebody does say hi to us? And what if it's not the right person? Oh, I was looking at that guy. Well, Vanessa Van Edwards, like, I love her. She's all about human behavior and body language. She's amazing. And what I heard her talking about the other day is that you need to put off 30 different open and available cues, body cues, in 10 minutes for a man to actually understand that you're interested. 30 cues in 10 minutes. Like, that is a lot. So the main takeaway here is, like, it's not that obvious to men that we're interested. So we have to do the invite, and we need to make it specific. So, you know, you can, if you're in proximity with somebody, you can just be like, oh, hey, you know, how's your day going? Something simple like that. But if you are looking at somebody across the room, you got to do 30 different open signs, and then he might come up and say hi. And the study that she pulled this from, they found that women that were not even considered like the most attractive women of the group, the ones who put off more open signs, they actually got approached more than the classically beautiful woman who had more closed down body language. So it wasn't really about how beautiful she was or how big her eyelashes were. It was more about breaking down that barrier, because men are very worried, just like the rest of us, about being rejected. So if you show yourself as an open person ready for conversation, then they're much more willing to approach. And also, if you make it specific to them, the hey, the definitely specific glances, then this is a way that we pull them in without walking up and being like, hey, how's it going? Like, we don't ask for the number. We are not the ones doing the work. We are the ones drawing them in. And unfortunately, this is such a scary position for most people. Flirting is awkward, right? So many people are like, oh my gosh, I just feel awkward. And then you see all the memes like, this is me trying to flirt. Like, no, we just have to learn how to compose ourselves and be confident. Because men, while they appear confident, they're usually really just scared inside and nervous. And unfortunately, because of these dating apps, it is also extremely easy for people to cheat. So what we're doing is we're doing conscious dating, right? We're learning what we actually need. You know, what is my subconscious asking me to find in a partner? That is huge. That's something we do in my program, right? So we find out what our subconscious wants, what our non-negotiables are, and we learn how to embody what we need in order to bring it from the outside. Because everything out there is just a reflection of in here. And there's so much to dating, but breaking down these barriers and learning how to talk to people in the wild is hugely important. And Vanessa Van Edwards, I'm gonna plug her again. Like, I just love her stuff. Like, if you love human behavior, check her out. But right now she's doing a challenge, and it's just the hey challenge. So if you go out in the world and you just video yourself being like, hey, to just random strangers, and it's showing you like how easy it is to get other people to respond to you. Yeah, some people think it's strange or it's weird, but they're just working on their own shit. You don't need that to affect you. So I'm thinking about doing this challenge just for fun. I mean, you just go out there and you just say hey to people and see who strikes up a conversation. And I think globally, this is amazing because what we have done in the last few years is close down, right? Especially since COVID. Everybody internalized, everybody closed down and went home. So going out there and just being like, hey world, hey, I want to interact in the world again. I'm not scared of people. Some people are weird, but hey, so am I. So like, let's have weird conversation. And you know, it's usually not a lot of conversation initially. So when people are like, oh, I hate small talk. I get it. It's not the most enthralling thing you can do. But the small talk gets you to the big talk, right? Because through a little bit of dabbling, you find out what you have in common, and then you can get to something bigger. So don't completely shut down small talk. Just know it's just a simple step. And, you know, there's bigger ways to open conversation instead of saying like, oh, how's your day going? Which is going to be just good, probably. You know, this is one of Vanessa Van Edwards' little tricks, but she says, ask them something bigger. Like, hey, what kind of projects are you working on? What are you excited about these days? And so you need to take it to another level if you don't like the conversation. Because mostly people want to talk. They want to talk about things that excite them and that they have going on. Most people are into like goal setting, like cool little projects. And you learn a lot about somebody that way. So anyways, I'm just going to start deep diving into how we can start getting off of the internet and start connecting personally with people and start breaking those barriers down within ourselves. And then, I mean, socially, like, I love that she's doing this Hey Challenge. I might just do this. It just sounds like fun. But anyways, guys, this is what we're talking about for the next couple weeks. Like, just getting out there and just being like, hey, I'm part of that society. I don't have to be stuck in my house. I don't have to be stuck on my computer. Like, forget all that noise. I mean, I did online dating for years, and it is a lot of noise. And weeding through it and like feeling like, oh, like, oh, is he gonna text me? Does he like me? Did I type the wrong thing? Forget it. Just go out there and let's meet people. I'm Connie Lynn Parker. I'm your spiritual life coach and your life alchemist. And I say, get out there and start flirting. Get out there and just live in the magic of life and spread all the love. I love you guys.